In this show, Canada heads to Australia, the Clean Energy Future Plan and what it means to Australia, and the profits energy companies can earn from a zero-spill containment solution. Welcome to the Oil and Gas Report, brought to you by Katch Kan. I'm your host, Rob Hislop. Well, since the Obama administration said no, at least temporarily, to the Keystone XL pipeline, our country has made it clear it's time to stop depending so much on the American market when it comes to exporting our oil. Makes sense. A spokesperson for Enbridge's Northern Gateway Pipeline, Paul Stanway, wrote an article saying what we have known for quite some time, and that is that Canada's dependence on the U.S. market has us losing out on billions of dollars a year in royalties and taxes because we sell our product at such a discounted rate to our neighbor. Well, this year, the Harper Government has made a trip to China already, a potentially huge market. And during February, some Canadian companies in the oil and gas industry are making their way to Australia, a country that ranks 18th in the world when it comes to oil imports. Now, heading down under, looking for business opportunities, is Catchcan President Quinn Holtby. Catchcan already has a presence in Australia. This trade mission, which involves the provincial and federal governments, will be about finding new opportunities and is also timed to coincide with Australia's largest oil and gas trade show. Speaking of that show, it's called the Australasian Oil and Gas Exhibition and Conference, or AOG. It's an event that has grown substantially over the years and now boasts 450 exhibitors from 16 countries. Last year, over 11,000 people attended. Now, when it comes to exhibits, it's actually on par with the Oil and Gas Expo held every couple of years in Calgary. The AOG has the latest in technology and products on display and covers such topics as asset management, flow control, safety and engineering from the world's leading oil and gas operators, contractors, and supply companies as well. One area of focus is subsea drilling. It's actually a conference within the AOG. Since the disastrous oil rig explosion and spill in the Gulf of Mexico, a lot more attention has been paid to offshore drilling. Another mishap recently may draw even more negative attention to the industry. Here's Walter Schwabe with that story.
Rob, this past Wednesday, the Spanish oil company Repsol E&P USA suffered a shallow gas kick on one of their exploratory rig operations situated 625 miles north of Anchorage, Alaska, forcing drilling mud back up the rig and causing a blowout, as stated by Alaska Department of Environmental Conservation spokesman Ty Keltner in a release. Keltner also went on to say that approximately 42,000 gallons of the drilling mud was spilled onto the Alaskan tundra near the opening of the Colville River by Nuiqsut, shown here on a map. The well was reportedly killed by an emergency crew from Wild Well Control Inc., based in Houston, who arrived about 5 a.m. Thursday. By late Thursday, the well was reported still spilling water. This incident has certainly garnered the attention of environmental organizations. Susan Murray, a senior director of Oceana based in Juneau, stated, "We are incredibly lucky this is not an oil well blowout offshore in the Arctic Ocean, because the nation is not prepared to deal with an accident like that in offshore Arctic waters, where the ability to respond is limited at best and impossible at worst." The Obama administration is well aware of Repsol, in particular because of their proposed offshore drilling near Cuba. But as of yet, there has been no official response to this incident on whether this might affect the administration's position on Arctic drilling. Rob?
Thanks very much, Walter. Well, let's go back to Australia, where the government is embarking on an ambitious project called the Clean Energy Future Plan. Now, it calls for some major changes to just how things are done when it comes to energy use and production. One thing people are bracing for is, starting on July 1st, a carbon tax is being placed on 500 of the country's heaviest carbon emitters. Now, companies have to figure out their impact on the environment when it comes to such things as fuel usage, waste disposal, packaging, and power as well. The tax is being implemented because asking industry to voluntarily become more energy efficient and less wasteful has simply failed. A recent survey showed 70% of the industry in that country had done absolutely nothing to improve its environmental impact performance in the last 5 years, while 7% said they had actually gotten worse. Around 60% of Australia's carbon pollution is going to be covered by the carbon price. This is obviously going to have a major impact on the country's oil and gas sector. Higher operating costs and reduced returns will be commonplace. Now, there will be transitional allowances provided by the government. They will drop, though, as the years go by. The more an industry shows improvement, the better chance it has of lowering the tax that it faces under this new program. One way these companies can lower their environmental impact and save some money, both when it comes to costs and the new tax, is by checking out Catchcan products. Rig safety and zero spill containment solution offered by the company can be used in drilling operations anywhere, either on land, offshore, or in well servicing. While many industries in Australia and around the world have been slow to make changes to reduce their carbon footprint and environmental impact, often due to the costs, this Alberta-based company has products that can keep drill sites clean by recycling and reusing drilling fluids which can lead to surface losses of 5,000 to 8,000 gallons per well. Now, this costs money, and so do the cleanup bills. You combine the zero spill technology with the many safety products that Catchcan has, and that means fewer injuries and more productivity. According to the company, one client saved $500,000 on one well site alone. Now, these types of savings could go a long way in helping the Australian oil and gas companies when it comes to coping with the new energy plan being implemented by their government. And the Made in Alberta solution could also help combat environmentalist claims about the footprint left by the industry. And that's our show. Thanks very much for spending time with us on the Oil and Gas Report, brought to you by Catch Kan. I'm Rob Hislop.